Welcome to another edition of the New England Racing Show. It's Manchester, New Hampshire, Channel 23, and I'm your host, Bill Sturgis. We also put our shows up on YouTube. Well, today's show is going to be part 2 of the Star Speedway show from last week. They had so many cars and race car driver interviews we did that we didn't have time to show them all. So last week we showed the NEMA drivers, the midgets, and this week we're going to show the Legends cars. They tour around Maine, New Hampshire. I believe they go to Vermont, Massachusetts, but it's quite a collection of a lot of young drivers, just like NEMA. They were all lined up on the straightaway at Star Speedway for what they call a pit party, where the crowd can go down into the track and get autographs and meet the drivers, sit in the cars. So we took the time to go and interview the drivers that were available.
Watch them on YouTube. You watch them every week in the go-karts. Yeah. So we got us started with Ryan. He was so cool to the kid.
You gonna start racing soon?
Yeah.
I
had my own go-kart, but now I'm too big.
Yeah, he had a
big
fly
one now.
for a while.
Yeah.
We ride races. He's got his own Polaris race.
Oh yeah.
He likes it.
Yeah.
Fun.
Anyway.
5'8". 5'7". Good.
I was drag race.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, you?
Your name is?
John Peters.
John?
Yep.
And how long have you been racing?
I've been racing for about 6 years total.
How old are you now, John?
16.
So you're already a veteran, huh?
Yeah, yep. Been racing these cars for about a year now.
And what did you race before these?
Go-karts mainly.
Well, great. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
By the way, John finished third in the feature.
Yep.
991321. 991321.
Hi.
Hey,
You're Taylor?
Tyler.
Tyler.
Yep.
And how long have you been racing these cars, Tyler?
Like 5 years, I think. Somewhere around there. 5, 6 years.
Before that, did you race anything else?
Yeah, I raced go-karts for 10, 12 years.
So how old are you?
21.
And you've been racing how long?
15 years.
That's pretty good.
So,
Is this Dad here?
yeah, it's my grandfather.
Grandfather?
Yeah,
He's the walking ATM machine?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
A lot of walking ATM machines around. Hi,
Hi,
you are
TJ.
TJ Blue,
Yep. Hello.
and that's a nice looking car, TJ.
Thank you.
How long you been racing this?
This 2 years.
And before that,
I've raced 3 years before that, so I've raced 5 years.
doing what?
Go-karts and mini modifieds.
So, how old are you now?
13.
13, you've been racing, what, 5 years?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Is this your dad?
Yeah.
Dad spits out 20s?
Yeah,
Good for you,
like
Dad.
the pennies.
You're lucky to have a dad like that.
Yep. Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Hi, your name is?
Dan Winter.
And you've been racing how long with this car?
This is my 3rd season.
3rd season? You tour around, or
Yep.
where do you race?
Thursday nights during the summer, we're up at Beach Ridge, Moore Speedway for their Thursday Thunder.
Yeah.
And then the weekends we just travel around. We go to Wiscasset, Oxford, Speedway 95. We're here.
Well, that's great. How long? What did you race before this?
I started in go-karts. Ran 3 years ago.
Just like everyone else here.
Yep. Yep.
Did you race with a lot of these kids?
Some of them. Yep.
So how old are you now?
18.
And you've been racing for how long?
6 years.
6 years. Well, that's cool. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
How we doing?
Hi. Are you the driver?
I am the driver.
You're okay.
Yep.
Great. And you're going to be racing against all these young ones, huh?
And they know what they're doing too.
Yeah. I know.
I'm too old for this. I just don't know any better.
It's hard racing against them because when you know that if you hit the wall, it's really going to hurt.
I gotta go to work Monday morning.
And they don't know any better, right? What's your name?
They have a lot of skill too.
Your name is?
Alan Smith.
Alan Smith. Okay, Alan. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
How long you been racing?
About 5 years.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, a lot of these kids are 13. They got more experience than you do.
That's absolutely true.
Good.
I'm still learning.
Thank you. Nick Lascola? Lascola. And how long have you been racing this car, Nick?
This is my third year in the Legend car.
And before this?
Before this, I raced a mini cup for 3 years at Seekonk, and before that, starting at the age of 8, I raced go-karts.
Seems everyone raced go-karts before, huh?
It's an easy starting point.
How old are you, Nick?
I'm 16.
And you've been racing for how many years?
8.
8 years. You're an old pro already at 16. Do you have your license yet?
Nope, just got my permit a few months ago.
That's pretty cool. Thanks, Nick. Good luck.
All right, you're welcome. Thanks.
Good, you? These cars are really nice looking too. These are the coaches and coupes that used to race in the 50s at Manchester Motordrome. Your name is?
Eric Williams.
Eric Williams. And how long you been racing this, Eric?
This will be my second year racing this, although I run a very limited schedule.
What did you race before this?
I raced karts for a very long time, for about 10 or 11 years. So.
Well, you're competing against all these young kids.
I know.
You got to teach them a lesson or what?
Yeah, it would be nice. I think it'll probably teach me a lesson, but I'm still kind of learning myself.
Good. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And this young lady was a star of the show. She had a line of people waiting to get her autograph. So we had to stand in line. She's got a beautiful car. Jake Dorr, the Star Speedway Modified champ. Your name is?
Alicia Perry.
And how long have you been racing these cars?
This is my second year.
And before this?
I raced karts for 4 years.
Karts, just like everybody else here.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 15.
15?
Yes.
And how long you been racing?
This is my 6th year.
6th year. That's pretty awesome. That's a beautiful car. I'm very lucky to be racing something like this. Well, good for her. Yeah, Jake Dorr helped build the car and works on it. So she's got good people behind her. All right, Matthew. How long you been racing this car?
This will be my 4th year.
And before this?
I raced 3 years at Thunder Valley.
In what kind of cars?
I raced Junior Champ in the Sportsman version.
Okay, good. So how old are you now?
17.
And you've been racing how many years?
This will be my 7th year total.
Next week,
Good. Well, good luck to you. That's Matt Borgoyne. He finished second in the feature, by the way.
Special coming up though in June 26th is our Wednesday night show. But next Saturday night, June 15th, it's the SPM 125. $45,000.
Start out back and start out front.
I gotta go check
Here Saturday night.
I waited to say it to you.
Ryan. What's your last name?
Hammer.
Cameron. How long you been racing?
This is going to be my 3rd year. We're relatively rookies, but we're pretty fast for being rookies.
And before this, did you race anything else?
I used to race go-karts. I raced junior outlaws and senior outlaws in Ware, New Hampshire, Sugar Hill Speedway. And I was 11 years old, moved to junior champs, then senior champs, WKA, and now I'm on to legend cars.
Good. How old are you?
I'm 17 years old.
And you've been racing how many years?
3 years now.
Total.
Yeah. Well, at total 5 years. Be my
good for
sixth.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck.
Not in Atlantic City, but the boardwalk behind the grandstands. You will find chicken tenders and fries, Star Burgers with all the fried items you like, Star Cheeseburgers,
Gray hair.
along with cake, the official hot dog
Yes,
property
sir.
featured here at
You're Bob Weymouth?
Yes, sir.
Saturday night.
How long you been racing these, Bob?
Since 1997.
Polish sausage,
16 years?
Yeah, plus, yeah.
Great.
and soft drinks tonight.
What did you race before this? Anything else?
Dirt bikes.
Dirt bikes?
Soft drink probably
Yep,
features
throughout New England.
each and every Saturday night.
Great.
along
Well,
with
good luck
Sparkling
tonight.
Diet
Thank you very much.
Coke,
Have a great day.
calories, Icy lemonade and box root beer. Those are our ice cold drinks tonight. Fresh pop popcorn. Special tonight on popcorn is $3 or 2 for 5.
There's a NEMA lights and some NEMA cars that were also lined up there. We interviewed a lot of them last week. But it just shows you how many young drivers are in that Legends series and also in NEMA. I think we saw 2 gray hairs and all kids. And they really do a fabulous job. That Legends feature was the best feature of all the cars that were there that night. I mean, I was watching it and the 2 leaders were side by side for like 8 laps, and the 3rd place car was right behind them waiting for somebody to make a mistake. It was really tight racing and they didn't wreck each other. It just shows the quality of drivers in that Legend series. And here's Victory Lane. Tim T.J. Laro is the winner. He put on quite a show with the other 2 in Victory Lane. So if these Legends cars ever come to your track, Lee or Star or Hudson, be sure to go and see them because they are awesome.
I tried the high side. I saw you getting tight on it. Then I got dead sideways. I'm going to try the bottom. Good race. Thanks.
Drop TJ.
Thank you. I was just swinging tight. That was awesome. Good race, man. Yeah. Great job, man. Thank you. Hey, I thought I was. Yeah.
3rd place,
You know my name.
John
I'm
Peters,
going to try to get
who
that
we
account
interviewed.
right now back because I'll get it.
I love doing the Victory Lane. This is the NEMA feature. That's John Zitch Jr. Ran away with the win.
You betcha, Paul. Dangerous Scally, the driver of the number 30 NEMA Midget, will be back in action at the Monadnock Speedway in a couple of weeks. That's the next time.
NEMA and NEMA Light will be at Monadnock this coming Saturday. In 2nd place, Greg Storr. His daughter Bethany also races a NEMA Midget. We interviewed her last week. And 3rd place, right there, Randy Cabral, the young superstar of NEMA. Always runs up front, and just a nice kid.
I got the first one, John. They're not labeled. No, I wish I didn't because I'm Mike Jeff. Thank you very much. Thank you. NEMA sponsor and home of JARRET.
Randy.
There's Greg and Randy.
Car owner. I won the
So
original.
now they do the podium. Greg Storr on our left, John Zitch in the middle, the winner, and Randy Cabral on the right. And this was the outlaw feature, I believe. Winner.
Top 3. Jimmy. Go. If you would, please.
Yep. There's a second place, Jimmy Renfro. Right there.
Got it. Process of elimination.
Well, Jimmy's got the red suit on our right. And that's the strictly stock winner.
It's like they get money.
All the crew, look who comes in. One guy.
Well, we want. Listen,
Oh, look at you.
hey, crew.
Just want to get the victory lane.
If you saw me in the beer, you'd understand why.
That's one happy crew there. We have to stand back to get them all in.
I didn't get one either.
Don't worry. I can Photoshop Parental right now.
That's why a car wins. It's all teamwork. Well, great to see them, all the victory lane. That's from last week at Star, a week and a half ago. And this past Saturday at Star, we went to the SBM 125, which is the premier modified race in New England. In 3 short years, it's become that. And it turned out to be everything they built it up to be. There were 32 modifieds that showed up. From some of them are tour modifieds, some of them are Valente modified series, and that's what makes the show so special. And we went there and we covered the introductions, driver introductions, right here. They started with the rear of the field and worked their way forward. Anthony Masella, a young man that raced NEMA midgets, now doing very well in this series of modifieds.
He's a former winner of an open competition event, and he did it with an S3 modified. Today, he drives the Hitchcock Hoosier Tire East machine. He runs the Use the Super Modifieds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Vernon, Connecticut, car number 15, it is Robbie Summers. In the 17th starting position, he too is tasting the sweets of victory here at Star Speedway. 2 feature event wins to his credit this season. The Coleman, Bradley, Coleman, redemption number 12. Ladies and gentlemen, last week he looked like a shoo-in before he met with misfortune at the Seacock Speedway from Swansea, Mass, the talented Todd Anarumo.
Todd runs at Star and wins quite a bit.
Not only the pride of New Hampshire and cut his teeth right here at Star Speedway. He's the pride of Southern racing on the Southern Wheeler Modified Tour. He's a gentleman both on and off the racetrack, aggressive and talented. From Salisbury, North Carolina, the Rockingham Road Dex Publishing Machine, ladies and gentlemen, the mighty number 70 driver of Andy Sykes.
Notice a lot of these drivers are young kids too.
This gentleman drives the Brad LaFontaine prepared race car. He'll sit behind the wheel of car number 22.
Here's the legend.
Sons, Northeast Race Cars number 22. He is the all-time winningest driver of the Stafford Motor Speedway on the NASCAR Wheeler Modified Tour. He won event number 1 of the Wheeler Modified Tour at Thompson International Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, the multiple champion and talented, mighty Mike Stefanik with car 22.
A legend right there. I wish he'd smile more. Looks just like he did on Jay Leno.
Second-generation driver. This gentleman is the proud dad of a new baby boy. From Canton, Massachusetts, the Alloy Wheeler Repairs number 99. Ladies and gentlemen, he too has had success here at the Star Speedway. The very talented Richard Savory.
Rich finished 4th or 5th, I believe, in the race. He came on real strong late in the race.
The driver of car number 20. This gentleman is the defending champion of the NASCAR Wheeler Modified Tour. Last night, he brought out the old Premier 52 and ran up front, but came number 20. Ladies and gentlemen, from Milford, Connecticut, the talented Doug Colby.
Rising star right there.
This gentleman had a podium finish at the Stafford Motor Speedway.
So is this guy.
One of the best short track modified drivers in the Northeast. He drives the 3M Technologies number 51. John Sanford is the crew chief. Long out of New York, would you welcome Justin Monsignor. I got more than coffee. He is a former champion of the National Wheeler Modified Tour. Stafford's all-time winningest driver, sitting behind the wheel of the famed Motor Enterprises, Cape Cod Africans, R&B Motor Special. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only from Plainfield, Connecticut, car number 3. The driver is TC and Christopher.
A legend.
Started on the field, the gentleman who went for a very, very wild ride in practice when his throttle stuck in the race car, but that didn't seem to scare him because he came out and qualified exceptionally well. In the driving, car number 57. Last week he competed for the first time in the Modified Racing Series. The week before he won the 100 Speed Bowl in the SK Modified. The M&M Stone Creations number 57 from Meriden, Connecticut. Would you welcome the driver of car 57, Jeff Rocco.
His brother Keith is also a very good racer. I believe he was at Waterford the same night defending his title, so he wasn't able to make it. They took the top 8 and they inverted them, so we had to hustle around here as they introduced cars that were not quite in line. Les Hinckley finished second in the race.
The LG Equipment Northeast Race Cars, number 13. He's won the Modified Racing Series, he's led some of the big events, and he almost won a Wheeler Modified Tour event, Blue and Showdown. From Bellingham, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen, by luck of the draw, he'll be starting in the 7th spot with a nice round of applause for Steve Massey.
Steve Massey is probably one of the real rising stars of modifieds, along with Tommy Barrett, who's also in this race. He went for a wild ride in turn 1, went about 5 feet up in the air sideways and almost flipped.
He was very strong, but no match for car number 40. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Ronnie Silk.
Ronnie Silk, a real good driver. One of the stars of the Wheeler Modified Tour. Ryan Preece, 22 years old, and he's a veteran, been racing since he was 5 or 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome the kid with a big smile and a ton of talent, starting 3rd on the grid, from Berlin, Connecticut, Ryan Preece.
And Ryan finished 3rd in this race. Real strong race, too. He was running 2nd almost the whole way.
He's the gentleman that sits behind the wheel of car number 21. He's an outstanding competitor that cut his teeth in super modified competition. He won the open competition event. He's raced from Maine to Florida and out to the Midwest. Very talented. He's a former champion of the Modified Racing Series as well. Ladies and gentlemen, with car number 21, the Art Berry Snap-Go machine, the very talented. He calls this track his home track. Would you welcome John McKennedy?
Real good driver. He also drives a super modified and wins with that. Seems like he wins with anything he gets in. And he's only 25 or so. And here's the eventual winner, Matt Hirschman.
Maniac Special. He's won at the Seacon Speedway. He has 3 wins on the ROC circuit. They say the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
His father was Tony Hirschman, a legend in modified.
Matt Hirschman.
And Matt's already proven himself.
behind the wheel of Doug Levy truck 4,000 motorsports number 79. He was the last individual to draw, and Bill number 1 was in the file. Ladies and gentlemen, this talented red-headed driver is really starting to make
here's the pole sitter. Max Zackham, the 79. Been racing since he was 6. Just like all these other kids. And here's the victory lane. Tony Hirschman won. Led every lap, pretty much. And he held everyone off. Nobody could pass him. And he's ready to get out of his car. That was an exhausting race. If you want to see the actual race, Dave McGuire puts it up on YouTube. Good job, Matt.
Matt, tonight, you had that thing figured out. Restart after restart. You were at the top of your game. Of course, the replay presented by Kevin Rice as well.
The promoters there in the blue shirt. On our left is Kevin Rice, who put this show on.
Everybody did their job. It's the first time we raced this course in Florida. I had a lot of time to really go through, make sure everything was spot on, and just an excellent performance by everybody. I know that was one of my better performances. Dominating race here. I know we picked up a lot of money here tonight that the track paid, and then a lot of people put a lot of money out there. And it's just a good night. I mean, there's other guys that did pretty well here tonight, and I just appreciate everyone's support. This is the best crowd I've seen here. Thank everybody for coming out. And, I'm going to enjoy this with my guys here. This is a big time win. Last year I think was I said, it was a big statement win for me at that time. But now it's just it's so difficult to do these things and to repeat them and go back to back like this. The beginning part of the race, it kind of was more like 2 years ago. We had that long stretch of green in there, and I wasn't sure when the caution was going to come. Barrett was closing on me. Then the later part of the race was more like last year, with a lot of cautions, a lot of restarts. Just picture perfect. Wish we didn't have those delays and some of the cautions. My spotter, he's a New Englander, so he's giving me the brewing score. He said it was all tied up. So we're just trying to pass the time and not let the pressure get to me there, sitting there. I mean, this race with so many restarts. So just really happy. And thanks to everybody. Long Island Mod Maniac does a lot for this race, and it does a lot for me. I really appreciate that guy. Kevin Rice did. This is possible because of people like that love the division. We made money tonight, but those guys put a lot of time into this, and they didn't make a dime out of it. They put their own money and time into this, and really appreciate that. That's why it's great to see the fans support that we did because of the effort they put in. It was just excellent night.
Well, great. The race was just outstanding. I grabbed my son and we went and stood down in the first turn by the light pole in between 1 and 2, about 20 feet away from the cars as they're going through the turn. And they call them ground-pounding modifieds. And I'll tell you, the earth was shaking. It was almost like a rumble of an earthquake, along with the exhaust. The rumble of the exhaust. And my son said to me 2 days after, it's like, Dad, now I know why you're going deaf. So on a sadder note, I want to give our condolences to Howdy Clapp. Used to drive a late model at Star in the 70s and early 80s. One of the Star's drivers of Star Speedway. Passed away last week. And Jason Leffler, same thing. He was killed in a sprint car accident, and our condolences to his family also. Next week we're going to be at Monadnock Speedway, and we're going to be covering the action there. They run modifieds, and NEMA will be there with NEMA Light and the other weekly divisions. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us.